Just to follow up, why do you think there's any backlash against Steph in particular from older players? They seem to prefer you breaking a guy down and going to the hole more. I don't know what that's about, and I'm wondering if you have any ideas on it yourself.
I don't know.
Scott up front.
Kyrie, Scott Sargent, WFNY. Now that the dust has settled after games 1 and 2, specific to your shooting percentage, what have you seen on film that gives you confidence that you can correct that, for games 3 and 4?
Well, I'm not really good when I'm not being aggressive or off the ball and not being able to get weak side action and be ready to play on that weak side. So, there's a polar opposite between game 1 and game 2 in terms of trying to play in between, and I can't do that. That's just I have to just have the mindset of continuing to be aggressive, and when I'm getting downhill, that's when it opens opportunities for me to see passing lanes and opportunities. And also in transition, if we're running drags or anything like that, just being real efficient in that, and then also just being the general out there, and when things do get stagnant, having our offensive package that we can go to, knowing that we can attack, and just utilizing the tools that I have out there with my team. So.
Second row.
Marla Ridenauer, Academic Journal. Like in reference to you being the general, do you have to kind of switch back and forth? I mean, because it seems like Ty likes you to play the one-on-one too. So how do you go back and forth between that?
By just playing, not thinking too much about it. I have a kind of a point forward that I play with, a great player like that comes down and he can also be the general. And over the last year and a half, I've just learned how to play in between with that, as well as letting him do what he does. And he's getting downhill and he's spraying out to myself, Swish, and RJ and Kevin, and we just have to be ready to knock down shots. It was a few times, the ball slipping out of our hands, or we're going back door, we're getting opportunities in the paint, and whether we're not shooting them or we're missing them, we still have to continue to be in attack mode. So.
Tim, on the right.
Kyrie, Tim Reynolds with the AP. Steph came out yesterday and said that he wasn't going to Rio. I'm curious, when it comes time, after all this is done, to make your decisions on what to do this summer, how much will who's actually going to be on that team factor into your decision? Like, will your mind in any way be swayed by what Bron decides or something like that? No. It's just whatever's best, I feel, after this crucial finals is done. We're in a hell of a series right now, so I haven't really thought about it, but I did see Steph pull his name out, which is, just respect a guy like that. It's a decision.
Zach on the left.
Kyrie, Zach Lowe at ESPN. You seem to be getting some switches when you dribble down kind of into the post and someone comes down and sets a screen for you. Is that like a little weapon you think you could get some damage on?
Oh yeah, definitely. But when we come off the pick and roll, especially with me and Bron, they're doing a lot of switching. So. My primary goal is to allow him to play and let him get his post-ups. And then, if he sees something and we communicate it, then come down and we play ISO between one another and we space out for one another. So.
Any other questions?